World Rugby takes note of now. And Saracens looking to take advantage of home country advantage here in the Twickenham sunshine. Well, that's what Saracens want to see from their forwards. It's beautiful out there. Has been a knock-on, so Clermont have a free play here. Jamie Cudmore, the Canadian international, standing at the front. Fritz Lee's dropped another. Down goes Berger again. So it's a bit of... Line out is cut by Clermont, and Kaiser is accurate and finds Hines, and that works quite beautifully. Damien Shuley then, quarter-final, those enormously wide hips.
Yeah, you can make 20 carries, but if you don't cross the game line, it's to no effect. He has to go forward.
Berger is like a man possessed at the moment.
They've worked it superbly.
And taken by Good. And Owen Farrell himself could not have done any better with that conversion. Quarter-final at Ravenhill, far from what Farrell would expect of himself and what others have come to expect of him. Anyway, it's a bang. That's fair to say as well. Another crunching tackle comes in from Brits this time. Parra caught in possession that time, and he offloaded. And Bosch was nearly in there on an interception.
Ball from Nigel Owens.
And when you look at the scoreboard, you realise how massive a call it is. 14-3, and then we're going to come back in this match.
Doesn't feel like a pot of gold for Clermont at the bottom, does it?
Certainly doesn't. Sirakashvili played such a strong part in the quarter-final, both in the set piece, but notably in the loose. Hines caught it. It's that man Berger once more. Would care. That's been a knock-on from Saracens, so advantage here to Clermont. Just look at the body language. They look a little bit panicked. Another to be chopped down.
The legs underneath your body stronger.
Steve Borthwick taking it in, the captain as well. So the instruction was there from the referee after they've scored. Berger again. Men, they're making inroads now. Parra again. Bodies flying and just lying in the way, but will Good up and under. Cleburne, who leaves Clermont at the end of the season to go to the Dragons. R2 tackled by Borthwick. Of course, comes to the end of his career when this season concludes. Well, that's where he stood. And he sort of stayed there. There's Shuley. Parra's trying to protect the ball. He'd love to be able to play it, but he can't because of the attention of others, and nobody is giving more. Restart from Good. Shuley is there, Sivivatu as well, and also Stanley, but that has gone.
The ball is accidentally going forward.
Is he going to be okay to go into the scrum now like that? Are you sure?
It's a penalty in my book.
All coughed up, chance here for Saracens maybe. Mako Vunapola. Another player who loves the rumble. Oh, that's a good line from Good. Finds Ashton again.
He's ripped that ball off Bonaire. Brits has made that with the turnover. Saracens deadly down the short side.
Fritz Lee and all their ability are going to find this a mighty difficult task for Fana's court. And Saracens feeding off the scoreboard, feeding off the things going for them. And that was a great chance to impose pressure again. Themselves up now. Ball thrown in the air, picked up by Sivivatu. Look at Berger arriving again. Brown with the initial tackle, but
Harrison swarming over the breakdown. This is a long old way back.
Berger at the tail. Neil to effervescent Ashton. Inside again to Farrell. They're going for another. A fourth try before half-time in a semi-final of the Heineken Cup. Barrett caught in possession, but crucially, not losing possession. Ducock, some style.
Dangerous zone as well, though, Miles, just before half-time, because anything could come here. Saracens might have a set plan defensively, but Sivivatu,
Domingo. Stopped by Bothra, and Berger, of course, is there again. And Brits, of course, trying to do a Brits.
He was driven down there by White. Play on.
James, Fofana. It's left and it bounces nicely, but the referee says no.
he really did it. As we go to half-time, I think to sum it up, this has been one of the most daunting defensive displays I have ever seen from an English club.
That really is sort of their problem. He's enjoying his rugby again and just comes from the emotion of the moment. He goes into that splash, but
very hard on the chase, looking very good.
There's Ducock to Barrett. Farrell, he had the option of Ashton. You can see they're just running through the shot, but it was to...
Mako moved backwards then. I didn't think he did.
Play on. Unavoidable. Away, White.
Billy Vunapola strikes back for the family. Gone out before the flag had gone up.
Yeah, footing.
Didn't really matter in the end. It just allowed Bosch chance to emphasise the point. But Clermont Auvergne just might be well and truly out of their hands. Brits again, Kelly Brown almost in the way. Jacques Berger against Cudmore, 35 years of age.
Aren't going to go half measures anything this half.
No, I think that's exactly what it was. We're going for it now. Might have been a little bit wind assisted, but we don't think the wind is playing a massive part out there.
A few scrum halves in England like that, Troy, aren't there?
Surely. There are worried, concerned looks on the face of the Clermont players, not just because of the scoreboard, but because they know what's coming from Saracens in these tackles. I mean, but that's a good offload to Hines, who loves to play that offloading game despite his size. So to Nalanga, but Nalanga quite happy to use that. Fofana to Vosloo, Ashton nearly in. Now it might work for Byrne. To find Stretler, he's got Bosch outside. Here's Marcelo Bosch. They're looking for the killer touch here, and the touch of Neil Ducock was at the interval. 12-9 to Toulon last season in the semi-final here, and Johnny Wilkinson just kept chipping away incessantly.
Converted scores just to get level.
Well, that's the tipping point, isn't it? What they say, 21 points. Almost regardless. When they look back, I think Clermont concentrate on that. Nalanga. Parra to Hines. Off to Sale next season. Cudmore to Stanley.
Tackle was made. Play on.
Ingo's Berger again. That's Nalanga again. It was Nathan Hines who got through the forest of tackles. Now it's Shuley. Scott Brits again with another tackle. Wigglesworth to Bosch. Wigglesworth again finds Farrell. This is Brad Barrett. They're going to cut back inside and brushes off Delaney, who retakes his position, and he'll... Matt Stevens.
Not so
well, that's
Robinson.
not Jason Robinson. Farrell missed out Berger, given to Good. Oh, and he's dropped it. It's happened a couple of times. I suppose when Saracens look back at this, and they will be critical of an extra option off the kicking team. Very useful to have. Turned over by Clermont Auvergne. Lieber going to get close at the top of the charts. Bonaire. And Berger's there just to get one back for himself. Under a bit of pressure there, did well. Nalanga tackle from Farrell, throwing himself in as if it was 6-all. And Borthwick continues to stand tall.
Yeah, he's been the rock, hasn't he, today for them? Bro, take a bow, the tight five.
And Kelly Brown, Telly was disappointed about being left out of